Hello! Just trying to get Instagram up here for a second. Oh, let me try this again. There we go. Okay. Had to get everybody together, everybody on the same page so we can all be cooking. Oh, and Instagram is really crooked. You get to get up close and personal with me. And a little jiggly. I'm sorry for the wiggle. Okay, here we go. That's better. All right, well, let me get the recipe page up, which is my sister page and literally my sister's page. My sister Kelly, she is a gem and a doll. She made this recipe ideas, no sugar, no flour. She created that page and it has grown to almost 20,000 members now, which is, whoa, we both never thought this would happen. I remember she said to me, she was in her morning devotions, we share a bedroom, and she said to me, she's like, you know what, I think I'm going to start a no sugar, no flour recipe page. And I'm like, sure, Kelly, go right ahead. You do that. But it is my favorite group on there. Everybody is so loving, so caring. You have any questions, everybody's there to answer, and there's no like food police or people who are like, well, you can't. No, everybody is so loving, so caring. It is my favorite site. And yes, hello Sherry, hello Cindy, hello Amy, Kelly, hello, and happy Friday to you too. We are going to make some not lame salad dressings because if you have a lot of salads, which I mean we do, because when you eat healthy, you have salads. I typically have a lot of more cooked and roasted vegetables, but I do like salads also. Like, they're fun. It's fun to mix it up, but nobody likes a dry salad. Hello on Instagram. Hi, Kara. So fun having you. Mocha. Love Kelly's Facebook page. Me too. Oh my goodness. It is just this community of people. I love it so much. That's why I always have to share it on the recipe page because it's my sister page. She did it before I wrote the cookbook, so it's not like I wrote the cookbooks and then we made this page. No, she started this, and thank God for that because this whole community together, inspiring. Oh my goodness, I get so many recipe inspirations just from there, or I'll share a recipe on there and I'll see how much you guys love it, and then I'm like, okay, this is tasty, not just to me. So fun. Hello, Deb. Yes, Kelly rocks. I love her. I'll keep her as my sister. I really do love her. Lois, hello. Janice, hello. KD, hello. So fun having you all together with me. We're cooking in the kitchen on a Friday. So back to our not lame salads. I really like spring mix lettuce. That is my favorite. I like all the different textures together. So I could almost have just a lettuce salad if you got good dressing on top, right? Before we changed our eating, it was really bad. I would have a salad, and then I would do like a whole bag of croutons on top, and I'd be like, you can't have a salad without croutons, or you can't have a salad without like a whole jar of dressing, because salads are bleh. But not anymore. Now you don't need that much dressing. You do still need dressing, and sometimes a tablespoon does not cover a 14-ounce salad. So what do? I have a bunch of delicious salad dressing recipes that I'm like, oh, it was really hard just to pick a couple. So these are just some of my favorites. And these are not just for salads. You can dip vegetables in it. You could have it as sauce over vegetables, steamed, roasted, raw, any kind of vegetables. These would make delicious dips also. So win-win. Let's get started. We're going to start with one of my absolute favorites, which is Easy Ranch. Now, ranch dressing, if you buy it in the bottle, you only get a tablespoon. That's not a lot. You get that much on one salad? That just doesn't do it for me. I need a little more dressing than that. So, I'm going to show you my favorite ranch, and this is the easiest. You just throw it together, and it's not that many ingredients. So you're going to need your scale because this dressing does count as 1/4 of your protein. So I'm going to open up Cooking with Joy 2. I went through my cookbooks. There are some salads in here that have their own dressing that you make with the recipe. Otherwise, in sauces, seasonings, and sides, There are dressing recipes also in all my cookbooks, except for Simply Delicious. You know what? I think Simply Delicious, I think that does have a sauce seasonings and sides also, which is really fun because there's like hummuses in there, there's rhubarb jam, apple jams. So this recipe is in the sauces, seasonings, and sides of Cooking with Joy 2. So it's my favorite ranch dressing. It is on page 325, and in the front of Cooking with Joy 2, I specified what single volume cookbook. I just, like, my brain went blank. Okay, what single volume cookbook you can find the recipe. So Easy Ranch is in volume 6. I like doing that because then I'm like, oh, I know where that is. We are going to make our Easy Ranch now. It's so thick, so creamy. If it's a little bit too thick and you don't want it like as a dip, you want it more of like a dressing, you could add a little bit of water and then that would thin it out and oh, you get a lot. It's going to fill up this whole little container. And if you add a little bit of water, you might have to put it in a bigger bowl. That's how much it's going to make. So I'm going to turn my scale on here. Amy, are there salad seasonings in your cookbook? Salad seasonings?
Who's pregnant?
Okay, nobody's pregnant. It's okay.
Sure.
There's baby shower coming up, so we bought a gift. So my dad did the same thing. He comes in, and the delivery guy delivered it, and I haven't brought it in. It's still on the deck. So my dad comes in, he's like, does somebody have something to tell me? All of us are single in the house, so nobody's pregnant. So I'm like, no, it's not for anybody. It's a gift, okay? So my brother, he just comes in, he forgot I'm live today, and he's like, who's pregnant? So nobody's pregnant. I hope they're not watching. Don't be watching. I don't think that they are. Oh my goodness, that was funny. Instagram, perfect! You answered my question. Was wondering if it was in volume 2. Yes, so this recipe is not in volume 2. It's in Cooking with Joy 2 or volume 6. Unless you mean Cooking with Joy 2. Then yes, it's in 2. Cindy, you never know what's going to happen live. People might run into the house and go, who's pregnant? I wish the camera would have been on because that was hilarious. He's all embarrassed now. This is great. Amy, was that your brother? Yes, that was my brother, John. I'm still trying to trick him. Maybe now I have some leverage. Be like, you ruined my live cooking, Joe. Now you have to cook with me. All right. Annette, hello, Annette. Oh, hello, beautiful Annette. I'm so glad you're here. All right, back to the recipe. Easy Ranch. Whew, that is funny. We're going to start out with 2 ounces Greek yogurt. One of my favorite things about the sauces, seasonings, and sides is all the recipes are pretty much put everything in a bowl, whisk together. How easy is that? So you just mix it, boom, done. My favorite. All right, we're going to do 2 ounces plain Greek yogurt, which is my favorite. If you have noticed in my cookbooks, I really like plain Greek yogurt, and my favorite is the Aldi's brand. It's the Friendly Farms whole milk plain Greek yogurt. Makes a big difference. It doesn't have, I've heard some people say, oh, yogurt can sometimes have like this twang and sourness. I've never noticed that. I could eat this like plain. I wouldn't need anything mixed in. I mean, if I were going to have a big amount, then yes. But this stuff is my favorite. Always try to find whole milk. It has the least amount of processing also. All right, we're going to do 2 ounces Greek yogurt. I forgot forks and spoons. Well, let me grab some. Bowls and forks. I seem to use a lot of those. Even like if I'm doing yogurt, I'll use a fork because I know I'm going to whisk it or mash it after. We're going to do 2 ounces plain Greek yogurt. 1 and 2. Oh, that was perfect. It's not even 2.1, exactly 2. The satisfaction. I've heard some people say, oh, I could never weigh my food. But when you weigh your food, there is like such satisfaction of getting it right on the dot, and you know everything is like the perfect portion. There's a huge satisfaction in that I never realized I was missing that for my life. Like when I get 2 ounces exactly, oh, that is so satisfying, so satisfying. Kathy, hello, so good to see you again. So good to see you too, Kathy. Mwah. Thank you for joining. Amy, that's the best feeling when it comes out just right. Yes. Or when one banana comes out 3 ounces exactly. Yes. Yeah, I just have to like stand there and go, just take a moment in that satisfaction. So fun. Okay, so we have our 2 ounces Greek yogurt. Now we're going to make our ranch seasoning to put in this, which is one of my favorites. So we're going to do some dill. I have some dill here, just dried dill. If you have fresh dill, you might want to reduce the dill, or if you really like dill, go ahead, use as much as you want. You can measure this with your heart. Sometimes I'm like 2 pinches of dill, 1 pinch of everything else. But this time I have it measured, so we'll measure it. We need 3/4 teaspoon of dill. And I have, oh, I thought I had a 3/4 teaspoon. Let me look. 3/4 teaspoon of dill. Or you could say about 1 big pinch, depending on how big your pinches are. Kathy, my scale is either right on or 0.5. Frustrating. I understand. This scale will sometimes, like I'll zero the scale, have nothing on it, and then it'll go 0.1. And then, or sometimes it'll be -1. I'm like, no. So the 0.1 or the 0.5, I mean, just go with your piece. If you want it to be exact, you could just be like, well, that moved. I know the scale moved. It wasn't the food. You just kind of, scales can't be exactly perfect every single time. You do the best you can. Now we're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of each. Or again, you could do a pinch. Oh, 1/8 teaspoon is not very much. It's just little. We're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Or you could do minced garlic. That would be delicious in this also. I really like garlic powder, so I'm going to do a heaping 1/8 teaspoon, a heaping one, to my Easy Ranch. Then we're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of onion powder to our mix. I'm going to leave this out because we're going to make another variation of a ranch dip, which is another super creamy, delicious one. We're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of parsley. Parsley, I think, is becoming one of my favorite spices. I'm just going to do a little pinch of it. Or you can measure out 1/8 teaspoon if you want to be exact. 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt. Mine's in a shaker, so I'm just going to shake a little bit. And then we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice. I have 1/2 teaspoon. I have to find it. 1/2 teaspoon. Right, not 1/2 ounce, because sometimes I put in my recipes 1/2 ounce. So really the only thing you measure in this is the Greek yogurt, or whey. The rest of the stuff you measure. So now we're going to whisk this together. And again, if you want this thinner, you could mix it first, then add a splash of water, mix again. Then you can add another splash of water, mix again. And then just keep doing that till you get to the consistency you want. Always go in like little increments of water because you can always add more water, but you can't take out water. So if it's too runny, well, you're kind of sunk then. So here is our thick and creamy, easy ranch. It's so good. You would never know that this is not like bottled ranch dressing. I think this is actually better. Have you ever been to a restaurant and they make their ranch homemade? Maybe it's a Midwest thing. So in the Midwest, we like ranch on everything. I used to do ranch on pizza. I used to do ranch on everything. So some restaurants, they make their own ranch and it was always so good. This is better. The flavor is so good. You could even add a little bit more seasonings if you want it super flavorful. And if you're going to water it down, you could do maybe another pinch of each, just a little bit, if you're going to water it down. Or if you want just a nice light ranch on your salad, this is perfect. This counts as 1/4 of your protein. So it's not much, and you get a lot of it. Just think if I added water to this and thinned it. This would be a lot of dressing for one salad. The best. All right, we're going to set that aside. How fast and easy is that? You could even make like a big batch. I did this once for church. We were having a potluck, and we were going to have this big salad, so I'm like, oh, I'll bring a dressing. I took this container, I multiplied this recipe times a bunch. I don't really remember. I kind of figured out 32 ounces divided by 2, and then I multiplied the seasonings, Now, you don't want to do it exactly multiply the seasonings because it gets really, really, really seasoned then. So you might want to do half the amount of the multiplied whatever you're going to do. And I mixed it into here, and then I just brought this, and I'm like, here's ranch. And then I wrote on the top ranch, and it was perfect. Everybody really liked it. You could even like take some off if you don't want the whole thing full, because it can get a little bit hard to mix it. I think we had used it just a little bit, so there was about that much empty on top. So that's really easy to just make a bulk load of ranch, and then you have it. And then, 2 ounces is a fourth of your protein. How easy is that? Now we are going to move on. We're going to do I have another ranch dressing recipe in Cooking with Joy, the first volume, which also has yummy ranches and yummy seasonings. It's right next to the enchilada sauce. Oh, that is my brother's favorite. He requested for his birthday. He didn't even I was like, oh, I'll make you like a yogurt cheesecake, the healthy kind. Or I'll make you something else. And he's like, can you make me enchiladas? He's a guy. He likes meat. So I made him the enchiladas, and I made the own enchilada sauce, and oh, it's so good. But right next to that, on page 310, is the tahini ranch dressing, which, ooh, this is good too. If you like ranch dressing, this one is super creamy. Let me I have another little bowl, which these are nice because these are Tupperwares. So if I'm not going to have this right now, and these dressings you can have at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They just count as a fourth of your protein. Now, this one counts as your fat, or, because tahini is a nut or a seed, or like a nut butter, it could be counted as a fourth of your protein also. So it's kind of fun. You can use it either way, where the ranch, the easy ranch can only be a protein. So these are nice because it's a Tupperware, and you just put the Tupperware on top, stick it in your fridge for when you're going to use it. Super easy. I like easy. So we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of tahini, which whoever thought of putting tahini in a squeezy bottle, I love them. This is the best. I get this at my local Walmart. It's organic, which I try to get organic as much as I can. So we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon. This could be used as a dip too. Absolutely, yes. I use this as a dip. We were traveling, and it's so easy to travel it with this because, again, it's just a Tupperware, and I had made some carrot fries, which you can find the recipe video, or it's really short. I cut it down, TikTok size or real size, or it's on my YouTube channel. You can find me on there, Weight Loss Recipes Cookbook, and it's super easy carrot fries. They are so tasty. I dipped them in this ranch. So yummy, and I think it's also on my Instagram Reels, and I think I shared it on Facebook and the recipe page. I think it's in like a TikTok video. It says TikTok alert, or a new TikTok video, new TikTok recipe, something like that. And you can find the carrot recipe there. Janice, tahini is a sesame seed paste. Yes, it is. So this counts as a nut or a seed, and there's no oil in this. It's just the nut or the seed. And if it does get a little oily, that's why you gotta like shake it first. It's just the natural separation. So yes, this could be a protein or a fat. Harvetta, hello Harvetta, thank you for joining. Kara, can I have one of your cookbooks? Great news, Kara. You can find all of my cookbooks and more, and past episodes of these live streams on my website, weightlossrecipescookbook.com. Yes, you can get all the cookbooks there. Janice, FYI, for people with allergies. Yes, so if you have like a nut allergy, do the Easy Ranch. If you don't have a nut allergy, try both ranches. They're both really yummy. Amy, who is speaking today at the Bible study, it'll be my brother John, 6:30 tonight, Central Standard Time, on the Love of God Family Church Facebook page. Will be in my back porch. It is a fun time. Lois, love your TikTok videos. Oh, thank you so much, Lois, and thank you for watching. I'm trying. It's a new thing, and it's been really fun. We're going to do a 1/2 ounce of tahini. 1/2 ounce of tahini. It's been really fun on there. It's definitely a learning journey. I kind of like making the really, really short recipe videos because it's easy to put together. And if I have it just this point of view, I could be making it in my pajamas and nobody knows. Huh. But I love making the live streams also with all of you. This is one of my favorites too. I like both. I like variety. I'm a variety person. All right, so we have a 1/2 ounce tahini. which is either a fourth of our protein or our full fat. Now the rest is like seasonings. We're going to do a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. So this time we're going to weigh our lemon juice. And if it's a little bit over, that's okay because it's just lemon juice. So like if you're accidentally pouring it and it gets to 0.6, that's okay. Or if you're doing the decimal scale, if it gets to whatever is after the half. I haven't used that scale in a while, so I don't really remember, but that's okay. Kathy, what's your link for your Bible study tonight? That is a great question, Kathy. It is facebook.com/Love of God Family Church. I will write it in the comments so it's easier to find. So it's facebook.com/Love of God Family Church. And we will be live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So not before. If you hit the little bell, which you can also do on the Facebook, hit the little bell, then you'll get a notification when we do go live, which is really fun. Kara, tell your mom hi. I will. All right, so we have our 1/2 ounce of tahini and our 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of hot water. This will just help having it hot. It helps get the tahini to mix in, because sometimes if you do cold water, it won't mix as well. So I have a water cooler that has a hot and cold, so I'm just going to get a tablespoon of that and add it to this. I think I can walk over. Oh wait, this is a 1/2 tablespoon. We have to get the right size. 1 tablespoon. Be careful not to burn yourself. Okay, 1 tablespoon of hot water. Then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of dill. I have a teaspoon here. 1 teaspoon. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons, so 2 of these, because we want it super ranch flavored. And ranch flavored has a lot of dill. Then we're going to do 1 to 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, or you can measure this with your heart. Or if you don't like Dijon mustard, then you can skip it. I get the organic. Ooh, it's already pouring out. From Walmart. It's the Walmart brand organic Dijon mustard. I really like Dijon mustard, so I did about 2 teaspoons. Then we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of each of onion powder. Making sure I get this right. So 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Or you can, instead of garlic powder, you could do a clove of minced garlic, whichever one. And then we're going to do a pinch of salt. You could do pepper also, but I don't have my pepper with me, so I just have salt. But that's okay. It'll still be just as yummy. And then you're going to whisk this together. And how easy is this? This is a little bit of a, not so thick as the Easy Ranch, so this is a better dressing. But this would make a very tasty dip also, because the water makes it just a little bit nice and runny for a dressing. So you could reduce the water if you wanted to. And this is perfect. This would be just a 1/4 of your protein or your full fat. So you get a lot of stuff with this. Look at this. It's so creamy, so delicious. There's no dairy in this. So if you are whole food plant-based vegan, this would be perfect for you. There's no oil, no dairy. And it's just as yummy as the Easy Ranch. I think I like both of them. I like variety. So it's fun to like mix it up. And how easy is that? So, and you could add more water if you want it even thinner than this. But this, to me, is a perfect consistency, because you don't want it too thin when you put it on your salad. If you like a pretty creamy dressing, this is perfect for you. And done. That dressing, just put it in your fridge. You can have it for later. So easy. Now we're going to move on back to Cooking with Joy 2. There's another one of my favorite recipes, and it's actually on the same page as the Easy Ranch, which, hey, I saw that and I'm like, ooh, okay, we have to make that too. Now this one, you could make it in bulk, because this counts as nothing. It would be a free condiment, as much as you would want on a salad, and you're not probably going to overly do this on your salad too much, because it is quite potent, because it is balsamic vinegar. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to do the whole bottle on there because I really like dressing. No, this is just the perfect amount just to drizzle on top. I actually, at our church garage sale, I found these cool dressing craft. I think they're called a craft, right? dressing things, which they're really cool. I found 2 different sizes, and it has a little cork at the top. So I like to make this in bulk and then just leave it in my fridge for later. Because, oh, surprise, I'm having a salad. Then you got it right there. Dressing's already made. Thank you so much. Our figure out time off. Oh, the time difference. Yes, because we are Central Standard Time. You can Google it. That's what I usually do if somebody asks me. They're like, well, what is it to Pacific? No clue. I Google it. You just Google what different time of whatever yours is to Central Standard Time. Oh, Google is trying to translate Chinese for me because I said the word Google. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Annette and 3 others. Oh. Tammy, what are you making? We are making salad dressings. If you missed the beginning, you can find, after this is done, finished the live stream, then you can find the replays back on Facebook, on Instagram, or on my website, weightlossrecipescookbook.com, and then you can catch up on all the stuff. Or these recipes so far have been in Cooking with Joy 2 and Cooking with Joy 1. All right, we're going to move on to one of my other favorite dressings. I'm going to need a funnel for these craft things. I think they're called a craft. I think so. Oh, hello on Instagram. Hello, Coconut. So fun having you here. It's so hard on Instagram because it doesn't go by your names. It just goes by your username on there, which are usually always so cute. But I always feel weird saying, oh, hello, user number, whatever the username is. But it's okay. I still love you. We're going to start with Dijon mustard. Now, I'm going to multiply this recipe. So we'll start out with 1 serving and see how much this fills because we're going to make some delicious dressing for later. So we're going to do Dijon mustard. So again, you can measure this with your heart. This Dijon mustard has just a little bit of a kick, which I like. It's a little bit of a spice. And it's so yummy. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon. I don't think I need because this is a squeezy bottle. I really like squeezy bottles. So I'm going to eyeball a teaspoon. And if it's a little bit more, a little bit less, that's okay, because it's still going to taste really tasty. Now we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of lime juice. So we're going to measure this. Oh, I should measure it. Where lime juice, or you can use lemon juice, but lime juice is super tasty too. I really like lime juice. Linda, hello, I'm here. Welcome, Linda. Better late than never. Linda went grocery shopping this morning. All right, Linda, what amazing thing did you find grocery shopping today? Did you find something special, or was it just everything on your list? Or did you are you an opportunist? I'm an opportunist when I shop. I'm like, ooh, this is on sale. Or, ooh, look at this new thing. This is no sugar, no flour. I'm going to try it. I'm an opportunist. Are you, or did you get just what's on your list? That's okay if you did. Everybody's different. We're going to do a 1/2 ounce of lime juice, or you could do a fresh squeezed lime. I'm spilling. That's okay. Now we're going to do 1 ounce of balsamic vinegar. This is just straight balsamic vinegar. I get this just at my local Walmart. I really like it. It's non-GMO, and I don't know if there's like a better brand. I like this one because it has a little non-GMO, so it's at least healthy, I think. We're going to do 1 ounce of this so I'm going to 0 the scale. Let's see, 1 ounce. And if you go like 1.1 with this and the lime juice, that's okay because those are free condiments that you can add on top. And then we're going to do it just as a pinch of each, so you kind of measure this with your heart. We're going to do some salt, just gives it a little bit of flavor. And then we're going to do some dried basil. I really like dried basil. I just found some bulk organic dried basil on Amazon. If you like to shop on Amazon, which is kind of nice when you live in a small town and they don't have really fancy grocery stores, I have a link. It's Amazon, Amazon.com/shop/Weight Loss Recipes Cookbook, and it'll give you a list of all my favorite baking dishes, ingredients, and more on there. So that's kind of a fun place to go. Otherwise, you can find the link to that on my website, weightlossrecipescookbook.com, and it'll give you a link, and it'll say all my favorite all my favorite ingredients, gadgets, and more, something like that. And then you click on that, and it'll send you to Amazon. And that's one of my favorite places. It's kind of dangerous because Amazon, and then they ship it to you, and then, yeah. All right, we're going to do a pinch of basil, and that's it. So then take this out, and then you just kind of like shake it up in your bottle. If you have like a little container, you can shake that. All right, this is kind of fun. And here we go. We have super easy. It is a balsamic lime Dijon dressing. It's got a little bit of creamy from the Dijon, but yet it's a little bit of like a vinaigrette with the balsamic. And this counts as nothing. So you can use as much as you want. You got a giant salad that you have all your protein, all your fat on. You're like, oh no, I forgot dressing. So good. One of my favorites also. Annette, I think I tried to make this dressing and it was really strong, so I'm serious. How much do you add to your salad? That's a good question. All right, let me get like a Tupperware or something. So what I do, so let's say this is my salad, but pretend it's a lot bigger. So what I do is you don't need much because, again, like you said, it's pretty strong. So you're not going to overdo it with this. Kelly, so excited to try these. I'm excited for you to try them too. Salad dressings are so fun. So you can sniff it and you're like, woo, that's strong. What you do is I just lightly drizzle my salad. So again, like lightly drizzle, kind of just a little bit everywhere. And you don't need much. So depending on how big my salad is, maybe about like that much on a salad. But it's depending. I like my food a little bit strong. I have found that about myself. I like spicy seasonings. I like a lot of spices. That's just me. So I might even use a little bit more than this. But thankfully, it's a little bit runny. So if you do use too much, it'll go to the bottom of your salad. Just don't drink your salad bowl. This gets pretty strong. But yeah, just a light drizzle. You don't need too much. Again, it's pretty pungent. Curious, not serious. Oh, well, if you were serious, that's okay. Salad dressing is serious. And now I'm going to multiply this recipe, and I'll show you how to multiply it. So I'm going to multiply this by 5. We're going to do 5 servings of this. So I'm going to do 5 ounces of balsamic because I want to fill this and just have it in my fridge. So let's see how much balsamic 5 ounces is. Or again, you can just kind of eyeball this. So I've made this in bulk before, and I'll do about a third of balsamic, then I'll do like a third of lime juice or lemon juice. If you don't have lime juice, lemon juice works perfect. So that's 5 ounces, so it's not as much as I thought. So I'll just kind of eyeball it. Sometimes I'll do it in a smaller one if I know, oh, I'm not really planning on that many salads this week, or if it's like a cold week and I just want a lot of warm food, then, or I know I'll have roasted veggies left over, that kind of thing. So we're going to multiply this times 5. So it would be a half ounce, a half ounce, a half ounce, a half ounce, and a half ounce. So it'd be 2.5 ounces. Sometimes you got to use your fingers. They help. I think that's why God gave us fingers, is to count. He did. There's lots of other things, but fingers are great for counting. All right, so we're going to do 2.5 ounces. 1, 2. There we go. Oops, a little bit more. Perfect, 2.5. And then I'm just going to add probably about a tablespoon or more of this because, again, we're multiplying this times 5. Tammy, did you make ranch salad dressing first? That's my favorite dressing in your book. Yay, Tammy, so happy for favorites. We made the easy ranch dressing in Cooking with Joy 2. So it's a little bit different than the ranch dressing in Cooking with Joy 1. That one you add like milk and all this stuff and it counts differently. This one is pretty much just seasonings and Greek yogurt, and then you can add water to thin it. So this only counts as a fourth of your protein, and you get all of this. So you can always find the replay. This was the first one we made, and what's nice about the replay is you can like fast forward, you can rewind, you can do all that stuff. Linda, if I count higher than 10, I take my shoes off. Girl, I understand. Me and math, but I have gotten better with the food math. I'm pretty good at that, but you want me to multiply things higher than 5. I just think I'm very thankful for calculators on phones. All right, so I'm going to just kind of eyeball this. I'm going to do about a tablespoon or more because I really like Dijon. So just like a big squirt because I'm multiplying this times 5. And then we're going to do a couple big pinches. Woo! Just getting Dijon everywhere. We're going to do a couple big pinches of basil. And you can measure this with your heart. So about, that's enough. Because you don't want too much basil. Because then it just gets really chunky. And then just some salt. You don't need too much because you can always salt your food. But you can't take the salt out. So don't overly salt because you can always add more. You could even add some more seasoning if you want to. You could add a little bit of garlic powder. That would be delicious. Give it a little garlic kick. Tammy, I'm interesting. Oh, interesting. I've been making the one from volume 1. Yes, that one's delicious too. That was the first ranch dressing recipe we ever made. And oh, that one's really tasty too. But if you want more of like a thick dip, the Easy Ranch is a better dip. Because the other one is pretty runny, but it's still really tasty, especially for salads. Linda, Natalie, where'd you get that big funnel? I need one. So this funnel, okay, don't make fun of me. I got this off of wish.com. It's like a little silicone funnel because when I fill my seasoning things, which now I got bigger whole seasoning things, but if I have a little seasoning thing and I want to put more seasoning, I needed a funnel. So I got this off of Wish. And then it's silicone, so it just kind of like, it folds up, if I can get it to fold. It folds up like that. Isn't that cute? But yeah, I got this funnel off of Wish. This thing I got at our church garage sale, but I found this at a thrift store. This is nice. Sometimes the seasonings can get stuck, but thankfully this one's a little bit bigger. I have also found a smaller version of this at my local dollar store. It was a Dollar Tree. I found like a drizzle thingy, and it even had a little cap on top. So I like to use this also. Then it sits in my fridge nice. Linda, off of Wish? Yes, I got it off of Wish.com. Comes from China, so if you order there, forget what you ordered, because then it like takes 4 weeks. 3 to 6 weeks. It takes a long time to get to you, but if you forget what you ordered, then you get a random package. It's kind of like Christmas. It's a surprise. But you kind of have to forget what you ordered because it takes a while. You can't just sit at the door waiting for it. But yeah, I got this off of Wish. Sweetie, hello, Natalie from sunny, hot Toronto. So happy to join you in your kitchen. Hello, sweetie. Yes, I understand the last 2 weeks have been over 90. And today is the first day where it rained last night, big thunderstorm this morning. So today is the first day I haven't been like totally just sweating and miserable. So I'm very thankful that it cooled off. So hopefully this is coming your way to Canada. I'll send it up there. So here is the balsamic lime Dijon dressing, and this will just sit in my fridge then. I refrigerate this because of the Dijon mustard and the lime juice. I refrigerate it, but I'm not sure if you absolutely have to. I would, because I don't want it to get rotten, and this will take a while to eat, because, again, you only need just a little drizzle. On to the next. Oh, Linda, Wish.com is new to me. I will check it out. Okay, a couple things to watch out for on Wish is everything comes from China, so you can sometimes get duped by sizes. Like, they might make this picture look like it's huge, and then it comes out really little, so always look at the description, and then always look at shipping costs, because every single thing is shipped separately, so the shipping costs can really add up. So I always look at that, because sometimes you'll get, oh, this is 98 cents. Oh, but the shipping's $5. So you got to look at that also. But you can find some really cute things. I found some really cute jewelry. I found this ring on there. I like to get my jewelry from there. It's cheap, but it's nice, and it's sparkly and shiny, and I like sparkly and shiny. I'm going to grab a napkin, and then we'll move on to a brand new recipe. This one is kind of my favorite right now. I've been digging this recipe. This is good on taco salads. It's good on like caprese salads. It's good on anything that like a tomato basil flavor would be good on. That's what this salad dressing is going to be good on. So we don't need any of this. This is like a tomato basil dressing, which and this one would be just counted as a condiment, just on top. I don't don't know what this one's for. Okay, we'll just set this to the side. I'm going to need this. And we're going to, let's use this one. Because I don't know if this would work for the dressing because it can get a little bit thick because you're going to use spaghetti sauce and sometimes that has chunks of tomatoes depending on your spaghetti sauce. So I'm going to use this little one. And we're probably going to need this again. So this recipe, you're going to use spaghetti sauce. I know, it sounds really crazy, but it is crazy delicious. I get the Bertolli Organic. It's from my local Walmart. It's Bertolli Organic, and it's the olive oil, basil, and garlic. I really like this. And you can do 2 ounces as a free condiment, which is really nice, because 2 ounces, and then you're going to add balsamic with it. It turns out very nice. It's a nice mixture, and the balsamic, it gives it just a little bit of a twang, but then the spaghetti sauce gives it like this tomato, and it's just a little bit creamy, but there's no fat, no protein in it. You just get, 3 ounces because we're going to add this. So you would get a total of 3 ounces of this. I'm going to grab, Lois, just look, Amazon has the collapsible silicone funnels too. Thank you, Lois. Yes, Amazon is fun too. Yes, you can find the collapsible, Lois, you are quick. Collapsible silicone little funnels, which are really nice because if you're making a dressing, let me grab a spoon. All right, we're going to do 2 ounces of spaghetti sauce. Oh, the phone is just going off all day today. It's all good. We're going to do 2 ounces. And again, you could do this just in a bowl if you don't want to save it for later. Sometimes I'll just make it as I'm making my salad, which is fine too. We're going to do 2 ounces. Let's see. We're getting there. It's clogged. Must be a tomato. Go through. There we go. It was a tomato. Oh, a little bit more. All right. So we have 2 ounces of spaghetti sauce, which is free to any meal. And now we're going to do 1 ounce of balsamic. So it's 2 to 1. You could do your other, if you have a different favorite vinaigrette, you could use that also. So I'm going to 0 the scale. We're going to do 1 ounce of balsamic. And if it's a little bit more balsamic, a little bit less, that's okay because this is completely free. You can use as much of this. Sometimes I like this just straight on the salad. Just a little drizzle, you're good, depending on what's on the salad. Now this is where you can kind of make it your own. You can add your own spices if you want a little bit more spice. So my favorite thing is I have this chipotle blend that I make. And it's a little bit spicy. I like a little bit spicy. Or you can add just your favorite seasoning. So I won't make it spicy this time because I'm going to show you what I would add if I didn't use that. Christy, hi! This is Kenzie. I'm watching with my mom, Christy. Hi, Kenzie. Thank you for joining. That is so fun. You're watching with your mom. Oh, I love it. Hello. I'm sorry. Hello, Christy and Kenzie. So fun having you here. If I was watching a cooking show, I'd probably be watching with my mom too. That is so fun. And we have a lot in common, Kenzie. I was homeschooled also. My mom was a homeschool mom. Loved it. So fun. Now, Kenzie, are you the oldest child? Because I know I saw some pictures. I love seeing pictures. And you, the oldest, had graduated, was it last year? Which is so exciting. Or was it this year? And then I know one of you did the baking. But that was Brooklyn, did the baking with your mom. That was fun. So, Kenzie, where do you fall in line of the kids? Are you the middle child, oldest child, youngest child? It's so fun. I'm the youngest child. My sister's the oldest, and then my brother's right in between. Oh, I'm the youngest. Well, that is so fun. We are twinsies. I'm the youngest, too. See? Great minds think alike. Linda, Natalie, you are so generous, making lots of dressings. Thank you. We'll be sharing the recipes. I won't be sharing the recipes for the other ones because those are in cookbooks, but I will be sharing the recipe for this tomato basil one because this one's brand new and so good. But you never know. I might make a little short recipe video on it later on. Who knows? It's kind of random in the world of little short videos. Sweetie, the Dollarama in Canada has the collapsible funnels in different sizes too. Oh, Dollarama! Is that like your Canadian dollar store? That is so fun. I like the dollar store. It's very fun. Tammy, I've lost 78 pounds now. Tammy, congratulations. 78 pounds. That's huge. Woohoo. I love it. Oh, that is so great. Linda, I'm the baby too. See, us youngest children, we love all the children, but us youngest children, the parents, they hit perfection and then they stopped with us. That's what they did, you know. That's okay. The oldest child is like the experimental child that they're like, we have no clue what we're doing. The middle child, they're like, not yet. And then they get to the youngest and, oh, perfect. We don't need any more children. I'm just kidding. I love all the kids. That is hilarious. All right, so I'm going to do just a pinch of garlic powder. And again, you can measure this with your heart. You can measure this. Linda, baby's rule. Linda, you're so funny. Okay, then we're going to do a pinch of onion powder. So garlic powder and onion powder are some of my favorite seasonings. I don't know why. They're just really tasty. And then, I don't know, a pinch of salt. You can kind of make this your own. Let's do a pinch of garlic salt. I have some garlic salt here. I got all of these seasonings from Amazon in bulk, which is really nice, except for the salt. The pink Himalayan sea salt, I found at my local dollar store. Guess how much it was? $1. Guess how much it was at Walmart? The same exact bag, $4. Same bag at Walmart, $4. At the dollar store, $1 for pink Himalayan sea salt. I like the dollar store. Kelly, I'm the youngest too. I felt left out. Oh, well, welcome youngest child too. All us youngest children gotta stick together, right? Amy, I'm the only child. Well, see, Amy, you're the only and the youngest, so they didn't need any more after you. All right, so I'm going to shake off this seasonings because it got caught in my funnel. You can add like some basil, some parsley if you want to, some oregano if you want it more like tomatoey, basil-y, like a pizza dressing. And that's it. Then you just mix it up. It's kind of fun mixing this up. I feel like a scientist with my tube of, or whatever they call those, my scientist tubes. But this is just a little craft thing. Oh, if you could smell this. It smells just like pizza. So if you're like making a more of a, I don't know, like savory salad, if it's, you could do like some ground beef on top and this, and it could be like a lasagna salad. Yum. Or you can make like a pizza salad with like, you could do turkey pepperonis, black olives. This is your dressing. So you would get 3 ounces for your full serving or your free condiment on top, depending on how much balsamic you put in. But at least 2 ounces because that's just the spaghetti sauce. And then you add whatever. So if you wanted to make this in bulk, you could. Just keep adding 2 ounces spaghetti, 1 ounce of balsamic, and multiply that. Then a pinch of seasonings, mix it all up, and then you get 3 ounces for your full dressing. How easy is that? We have all of our dressings. And then we have these 2 delicious ranch dressings. We have a tahini ranch dressing and an easy ranch dressing. Cooking with Joy Volume 1, Cooking with Joy Volume 2, or Volume 6. Linda, test tubes or beakers? Thank you. I'm like, I know it's called something, not just tubes. It's test tubes. So this is my beaker of salad dressing. This is my large beaker of balsamic dressing. And then we have our delicious ranches. So easy. You got 4 different salad dressings to make your salads not lame. You could even just dip veggies in this. If you're making roasted veggies, you could even drizzle this one on before you roast them, and then they'd be like balsamic roasted vegetables. So good. You could even do this one on top with the pizza sauce before you roast them, or even after you roast them. Then you wouldn't lose all the flavor, and then they'd kind of be tossed in that. So then some vegetables can get a little dry. This would help make them a little bit more tasty. And how easy. You don't need any dipping sauce then, because you got these. So fun. Dressings are really fun to make, or dips. You can make these all as dips. You could even, like, if you're gonna make a, I did this where I made one of the turkey waffle sandwiches, which I just put a recipe video for that out lately. Was it yesterday? I don't even know what day it is anymore. But I did, where it was the best low carb sandwich, and you make it out of the egg waffles, which are my favorite thing. You could even use like this ranch as a dip on top. You just make sure that, you know, this is a 4th protein and the rest, just kind of measure it out. Or you could even dip it in one of these that are free. That would be delicious too. So these are so versatile. You can use dressings for a lot of different things. Kathy, what do you call the dressing with Dijon? The non-ranch one. This one with it. This is the balsamic lime dressing. Balsamic lime Dijon dressing. This was in Cooking with Joy 2, page 325, or it's in volume 6, I think. I'd have to look again because I did have to like move those around a little bit. Let's see. I have it right here. That's not it. It's over here. All right, let's see. It's in Cooking with Joy 2, or it's in volume 7. So volume 7 or Cooking with Joy 2. That's what this one. This one might also be in the Whole Food Plant-Based. It would be Whole Food Plant-Based 2 because there's no oil, no fat, no oil and no dairy or eggs or any of that kind of stuff. So this would probably be in the Whole Food Plant-Based volume 2 also. Well, that was so fun making all these with you. Now I'm in the mood for selling. But ironically, I ran out of spring mix lettuce because we had some taco salad. So I'm going to have to buy some more because I have all these dressings now. Or make like a coleslaw type salad instead of lettuce. Use a bag of coleslaw mix. That's yummy too. Extra crunch. Lois, yum, can't wait to try them. Linda, I'm eating chickpea cookie dough bites from last week right now. Ooh, Linda, I'm coming over right now. I want some chickpea bites. Oh, those are so good. Yay, I'm so excited you made those. Harvetta, are those books different or the same? That's a great question. So, Cooking with Joy 2, then there's Cooking with Joy 1. So Cooking with Joy 1 contains volumes 1 through 5 in one big book. Cooking with Joy 2 contains volumes 6 through 10 in one big book. So these both together, you would have volumes 1 through 10 in two big books. Otherwise, the single volumes all are recipes that are new from each other. There might be like a repeat sauce recipe just if you need that in a different recipe. So like the taco seasoning might be in a couple volumes because, oh, we made a taco salad in volume 6, but it's completely different from the tacos in volume 1. So that kind of thing. But those are all brand new recipes. Then I have Simply Delicious, which is a 14-day meal plan. And that is a compilation of recipes that I handpicked, put together of volumes 1 through 6. So just a couple recipes from each of those volumes that I'm like, oh, this would make a great meal plan. And then there is the Whole Food Plant-Based Volume 1. And that is all the Whole Food Plant-Based Whole Food Plant-Based recipes that are just naturally Whole Food Plant-Based. So there's no dairy, no eggs, no meat, no oils from volumes 1 through 5. So it's like this, but only the Whole Food Plant-Based. Then Whole Food Plant-Based Volume 2 is the compilation of Whole Food Plant-Based and vegan recipes from Cooking with Joy 2. So it's like this, but without dairy, eggs, and oil in one book. So that one's over 60 recipes. Then, there's a lot. Then I have the Holiday Volume, which is all the holiday-inspired recipes put in one book. So you have like all the pumpkin recipes, anything that's like Thanksgiving. There's some vegetable recipes in there. There's lots of yummy things. That's the Holiday Volume. And that has over 110 recipes. And it's the size of these, where the single ones are, I have them right here, because I cook from them a lot. This is what the single volumes look like. And this is what the Holiday Volumes and then the Cooking with Joy looks like. So they're about this size. And each single volume has over 60 recipes. I think volume 1 has 59, but the rest has 60 and more. Some of them have like 61, some of them have 62, depending on the recipes. So yeah, you can find a recipe index and food gallery and more for each of my cookbooks on my website, which is weightlossrecipescookbook.com. There's so many fun things on there. You can find all the recipes we've made in the past on there also. It's a very fun place. Lots of things to look around. Janice, we are almost done. Time goes by so quickly when we're having fun. I know, we're almost done. I'm trying to stall. I don't want to leave. Yes, it does. It is more fun when we're having fun together. I just love this time together. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you for joining. It is so fun having all of you here. I appreciate you so much. Kathy, thank you so much. Kathy, can white kidney beans be substituted for garbanzos? That's a great question. I have not tried that. I have tried using black beans, but there was another lady that she did substitute a white bean. I'm not sure if it's that one, but she did substitute a white bean for garbanzo beans, and she said that worked perfectly. If you use black beans, the texture will be just a little bit softer, but it's still just as tasty. Because beans really don't have a very strong flavor, so they'll take on whatever you cook them with. Harvetta, do you have both in stock? Great news. I have all my volumes in stock right now. Yeah, all of them are in stock and ready to go, which is so fun. So you can find those on my website, weightlossrecipescookbook.com. You can also find all of my volumes on barnesandnoble.com. Sometimes they'll have some sales depending. I think they have, like, if you're joining for the first time or signing up, they might have a sale thing. I'm not exactly sure. That's very random. And then Amazon, you can find all my single volumes. They won't let me make this size cookbook. So you can find all the single volumes on Amazon also. So if you have Prime on there, I know it's on the Amazon.ca, which I think is for Canada. So you can find those. And sometimes, depending, I'm not exactly sure because I'm not from Canada, so I don't know all that stuff. But I think if you have Amazon Prime for Canada, I think you might be able to get free shipping. But the shipping's not too bad on the single volumes anyways. Kathy! Okay, thanks. I'm thinking for your cookies. Yeah, you could use black beans for that. It'll be a little bit softer, or try the white beans. Those might be really good. The kidney beans? Yeah, try those. I think they turn out great. Linda, was it cannellini beans, Natalie? I have done that. Yes, a bit softer. I'm not exactly sure. It might have been the cannellini beans. That's how you say it. It might have been those. I actually have some in the cupboard canned, but I just know it was a white bean. So it could have been kidneys, could have been those, not exactly sure. It is so fun having you guys all join. And let's see, we have another comment, but it's not showing up. We are having so much fun watching you from Kenzie. Oh, Kenzie, it is so much fun having you here. Little chef in the making. I love it. These recipes are so fun. You'll love them too. I know your mom has posted some things that you girls have made together, or I think she posted that, oh, did you make her breakfast in bed or something? And oh, it was so sweet. I just love that. It is so fun having you guys all together and having it as a family. Oh, and you guys are so supportive of your mom. I love that. You guys are great for her. And I just love your whole family. When I first saw your mom, Christy, on, I think it was Facebook, there was just something. I'm like, I know this person. I really like her. And here I found out she's a homeschooling mom. She's a Christian. She was overweight, which, I mean, all of us on the recipe thing are started that way too. But yeah, it was just, I feel like I'm part of your family because we have so much in common. I just love it so much. I don't know why. Kathy, yes, cannellini is white kidney beans. I did not know that. The more you know. Okay, so yeah, try the cannellini beans. Just see if it works. It might be, like Linda said, a little bit softer, but still just as tasty. Just eat it with a fork. It'll still be tasty. All right. I know our time here is done. We made all our recipes. We have our beakers or test tubes of deliciousness, which you can just slather on some salads. Christy, you're the incredible Natalie. I feel like we're family too. Aw, Christy, you're so sweet. I love it. When I first saw you on there, I'm like, oh my gosh, Christy, she's like a celebrity because she was like put as one of the rock stars on there, and I'm like, wow, that is so amazing. And now when she joined the recipe page, me and Kelly freaked out just a little bit. We're like, oh, look who just joined. We did. We fangirled a little bit. And then it was so fun. We did the Zoom together. That was so fun doing that. Oh, it has been so fun getting to know every single one of you. And Christy, it's been so fun getting to know you too. This is just like a family of growing. I'm so happy. My life has been so much better getting to know all of you. And just the friendships I've made, just seeing the sweetness of you guys interacting with each other, helping each other on the recipe site, encouraging each other. It just warms my heart every single time. I just love it so much. Amy, I love you cooking with you. Oh, thank you, Amy. Linda and Natalie, you are the funniest and bestest. Linda, you're cute. You're hilarious too, girl. Linda, Christy is totes a celebrity. Yes, she is. We love you, Christy. Linda, I have her autograph. Oh, no way. Oh, is it from her journals or her 100-day food trackers? Those are so amazing. That is perfect. Annette, I agree. The friendships are great. They are. I wouldn't have been able to meet you if I didn't like start out fat, lose weight, and then get bored with food and then start making cookbooks. I don't think I would have met any of you. And I just thank God every day for every single one of you. You have all made my life just so much more blessed. It is so fun. It's fun going on an adventure, but it's funner going together. They say you'll go fast alone. You'll go faster alone, but you go farther together. We are making it farther because we are sticking together. We are encouraging one another, and we are all in this weight loss food journey, and deliciously freedom from food journey too. We are all in this together, and it is the funnest. Linda, she gifted me a bracelet and sent a card, which I saved, of course. Oh, yes! Christy makes these beautiful surrender bracelets. They're gorgeous. She also has like a merch shop. Christy, comment that below. I don't remember how to get to your merch shop, but I know you can find Christy. She is a life coach, which is amazing, or like a food freedom coach. She has surrender groups. You can find her website at lifeunbinged.com. I think it's .com. I don't think it's .org. Lifeunbinged.com. Oh, Christy, y'all are making me blush. We got one job to make you blush. We love it. It is so fun. Linda, I got the pretty pink one. Love it. Oh, here we go. She commented lifeunbinged.com. Yes, check her out. She has 100-day food tracker journal things, which are amazing. She has tons of resources on there. She has a merch shop where she makes like t-shirts, and they're so cute. It has like surrender on it. She makes bracelets which have like surrender on it, and they're leather. They're nice stuff. It's really cute. So yes, check out Christy. She is amazing. She is like an encourager extraordinaire, which so many of you are. I love it. Linda is an encourager, joyful extraordinaire. Love it. So fun. All right, I could just keep chatting all day. It was so fun cooking with you, making all these salad dressings. I'm drooling already, just getting excited. I'm going to put these in the fridge, and I think it'll be salad week this week because I got yummy things to put on them, or just veggies and dip. So good. It's kind of nice to switch up from like hummus, because hummus, I'm like, ugh, I can't eat another thing of hummus. Make some easy ranch. Make some tahini ranch. So yummy, easy to dip things. All right. I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your day. I will be back next week. I think. There's 1 week where I won't be here. Is it? What week are we in? Oh, okay. I will be back next week. It'll be the week after that there won't be a cooking show, but I will be back next Friday right here, same time, same place, 2:30 p.m. We're going to cook up something. I have some plans up my sleeves way up here. I have some plans, so we're gonna make some yummy things. Linda, oh yes, Linda, we love you. Oh, my whole family like loves you. You are just so sweet. If I'm ever squealing, it's because I'm reading something from you. I'm like, oh, Linda, it's so sweet. You are the sweetest. I'm gonna have to make it to Washington sometime and come visit you. We have to do like a tour. I have to meet all of you. Some of you are from Florida, Canada. I've been to Canada one time. Canada, Florida, Texas, Washington, Oregon, Massachusetts, all of you. I'm going to just have to make a tour and see you all. That would be so fun. Or we could just, somebody suggested going on a cruise together. That's like, hey, let's all meet on a cruise. That would be fun. We could just do cooking, and more cooking. Linda, more! Woohoo! Tammy, come to Vermont! Yes! All right, we're just going to have to do a 50 states tour, meet all you, or everybody just meet in Alaska. We'll go on a cruise. That would be fun. An Alaskan cruise, see the whales. Don't sink the ship, but we won't because we're all skinny, right? So fun. All right, I'm going to let you go. I will be back next week right here. We're going to make something new. Oh, I'm sweating a little bit. It's still a little bit sticky because it just stormed. But we will be back here in a week, And yeah, follow for more deliciously easy recipes. I'm posting little videos all the time. I have some recipe videos in the making to be posted soon. I'll be posting this tomato basil recipe. This one will be posted tomorrow morning, so keep watching for this. Linda, we must ask SPT about a blee cruise. Or we'll just go on a cooking cruise. We'll cruise through all the recipes. That would be so fun. All right, guys, I love you. And remember, you're only one thought away from a good day. You just change your thought, you change your day. It is easier than you think you can do. I love you, and I will see you next week. Linda, yippers! So fun. I love you guys. Didn't mention I love you so much. All right. Goodbye with joy, Natalie.